Hello, and now we're going to take a look at 8.3.3 classwork circle application, question number 3, which is 8-114 out of the textbook. It says, Zoe the goat is tied by a rope to one corner of a 40 by 70 foot rectangular shed in the middle of a large grassy field. Over what area of the field can Zoe graze if the rope is 50 feet long? So let's talk about this for just a second. If Zoe had a rope and there was no shed in there that was 50 feet long, Zoe could graze all the way around in a circle so that it would look something like that. So to find the area that Zoe could graze, all we would have to do is pi r squared, and that would give us the amount of area that Zoe could graze. However, there's a shed there that's restricting some of the places that Zoe could go. So if Zoe goes around this way, her rope will wrap and she'll run into the shed because 70 feet is longer than 50 feet. If Zoe goes around this way, then there's going to be some rope left over here at the end, and then the rope will go ahead and the rope will wrap around again so that it looks like that. Now, this part here is just 1/4 of a circle. Since the rope is 50 and the side of the shed is 40, the length of this side, or the radius of this little circle here, will just be 10. If we look at the big part that Zoe will be able to go in, which is this entire spot here, this whole circle here, that has a radius of 50, and it is actually 3/4 of a circle because that's 90 degrees in there. So it's going to look something like this. The area will equal pi times the radius squared times 3/4 for the large part, and then we'll go ahead and do areas equal to pi r squared times 1/4 for the small part that Zoe can go in. So let's plug in the numbers and see what we get. In the first one, we're going to do pi times 50 squared times 3/4. So when you punch that in your calculator, you end up with 5,890.4862, and just round to 4 decimal places until you get to the very end. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the smaller one, which is pi times 10 squared times 1/4, which is going to equal 78.5398. Now, to get the total amount of area, I just add those two together, and that will give me my final answer, which would be 5969.03 when rounded to 2 decimal places.